Hello and welcome back to Living Under a Rock. I'm Oliver. And with me we have... Come on, one of you guys say it first.
Okay.
We have Casper.
We have Jasper.
Okay, we have Jasper.
I'm Casper.
Hey.
Pretty good, right?
That's
Pretty
what can I
iconic
say?
duo, and Oliver is also here.
Yeah, he's also here.
I'm also here. This time we're all online. No in-person stuff. What is this podcast about, Casper? What are we doing?
We're watching all the Rock movies in chronological order. What can I say?
Yeah,
It's what you do.
it's what you do. And what's the movie of the day?
It's The Mummy Returns.
The Mummy Returns.
The masterpiece.
The Mummy Returns from 2001. Wow.
Yeah.
Before over half of our cast was born.
Wait, who was born in 2001?
It's me.
You were. Oh, you're a baby.
I was not alive at this point.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's from April. Yeah.
I was not even a year old at that point.
Wow. So none of us watched this in the cinema. All of us watched it
Well,
Maybe not.
in the last 72
Maybe
hours.
you in the womb.
I did not watch it in the womb. I'll ask my parents later today, but probably not. So yeah, it's the first movie, guys. Are you excited?
SNL was kind of a movie, you know. It was 40 minutes long, guys. I would recognize it as a movie.
You want to recognize it as a movie?
Yeah, sure. Why it's an all Letterboxd, guys? I wanted to log it. I wanted to give it a score.
Hey,
Couldn't.
soon they're adding TV shows. Then you can log.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's super interesting.
That's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, should we start talking about The Rock first? Because I don't think
Let's do that.
I don't think there's much to talk about. Him in his private life.
Unfortunately, not. Yeah.
But I gotta give them credit. They started off with The Rock.
they
I mean, the whole movie
Yeah,
starts with The Rock.
we'll discuss it later, I think. But let's talk about The Rock as a person at this point, because we gotta visit him in 2001, and I found some interviews with him from 2001. Yeah,
Lay it on.
because let me see. Do you know how he got cast in The Mummy Returns?
No.
No.
By being a wrestler.
Let me see. He was a wrestler. The
Pretty
director
cool.
didn't know anything about him. He didn't know The Rock, which is fair. I think he was just casted. I guess by the casting director. It didn't really say. But the director was very happy with him. He only had 2 shooting dates for this film.
Oh, wow.
It was shot in Morocco, the opening, and he landed there on Wednesday, and he had to be back in LA by Saturday.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But he was a busy man at this time. He had like a stylist going. We didn't talk about his wife last time because he's married.
He has a wife?
The Rock has a wife, guys.
We have not done our research.
We're so bad at research. No, he was
I
married.
didn't know he
this
had a wife.
He was married in '99, and
Aw,
I think
congrats.
I think they have a daughter when this comes out. Let me check. It's good I have Google right next to me. But they are married, but they have a long distance things going because she lives in Miami at this point. What's it called? Danny Garcia, that's her name. They married in '97.
Wait, they were married, but she lives in Miami and he lives in LA?
He lives in LA, yeah. I don't know.
That's not possible. What?
Yeah.
You can't
That's
do
not a
that.
strong family unit. What is
What?
this?
It's not a strong family unit. Spoiler alert, they will get divorced at one point. But we'll get to that at some point.
Aye.
I think it's a good kind of divorce. They're still business partners. Still have a
Okay.
Worst kind of divorce, if you ask me, but sure.
what? What do you mean?
It's the worst kind of divorce, guys. You gotta keep seeing them.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah. I also read a little bit about his background on the article because there's a bunch of things we missed
What?
on the last episode.
We missed details about his life.
We missed
I
details.
thought we were
about
pretty
it.
detailed.
We were pretty
We do
detailed, but there are
that.
more fun details.
Okay.
Like, did you know he regularly fought people?
Yes, I did actually know
You
that.
said he
While
was
he
a-
was in high school, right?
No, yeah, but he also beat up like a family friend because of that situation. Let me find
As you
that
do.
out.
Alright.
Yeah. Let me see here. He has a thing for fighting, guys.
Well, he is a wrestler. I guess it's.
He is a wrestler. He is a wrestler. Yeah. So that's The Rock. He's having a
That
long
was-
distance relationship.
Was that all you
I
had?
thought you had like multiple details.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm looking at the article.
You said we missed a lot of stuff, and you said he has a
We
wife
knew
and he
this.
beats up people. These were fun
the
details.
wife is a big revelation, but beating people up, that's nothing new for The Rock.
That's his
just who he
job.
is.
No. Yeah, but there's consent there, guys. There is consent.
I feel like saying we did not do our research well enough last time. Can't agree. I mean, two things we missed.
Yeah.
Can't go with that.
He has a trainer called Mike.
Okay.
It is a very interesting article here because it kind of describes. It's like it's not an interview; it's an article. It's a report, I think.
Can you tell us more about Mike?
But there is a thing. Mike.
I'm kind of curious about Mike.
Mike is kind of disappointed here in Dwayne. This article is from June 2001, so technically after The Mummy Returns out. He's on the set of The Scorpion King, which is we'll talk about in a month and a half. And he apparently ate a lot of burgers and fries and had a meltdown. He has like a strict diet plan he keeps, and trainer Mike is kind of disappointed.
Poor Mike. I mean, I get it, man. It's tough when
It's like raising a child, basically.
when you're like wanting the best for your child slash actor
I
slash
guess.
wrestler that you want to help. Yeah, man.
Mm. He also says here he admits The Rock that he's not really a sexual kind of person. That he says he only gets around to masturbating 2 times a week.
What the hell? What kind of research have you done?
That's what it says.
What kind of research have you done? This is I don't like this kind of research. I don't like what you're doing here.
I'm just reading a Rolling Stone article.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the big revelation is he has a wife, a trainer named Mike, and
He only masturbates 2 times a week. That's it.
Yeah.
wow. The saga of The Rock continues, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he has a wife. I didn't know.
Nope. And Mike.
Things happen.
Don't forget Mike, guys.
I mean, I'm shocked about my. Is he still a trainer? Do you know that? Is he still
I don't
training
know.
The Rock?
There was no last name. It's just trainer Mike.
I'm gonna do my research right now.
You hear me type?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Why does
typing.
it say? Okay, let me quote you this article. We got to continue on this. The next day, a Saturday, Dwayne rises with the sun on or thereabouts. He's got his usual white Hanes tank top and his usual black Calvin Klein boxers. He's also sporting his usual morning Woody. What's this article saying he has a boner?
I mean,
Okay. That's
Okay.
I think that's enough of The Rock. Shall we talk about
Wow,
the
what
Mummy
a-
Returns?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's skip
Yeah.
the rock penis.
let's skip The Rock
estimate.
parts.
No more rock parts? You're
I
not
think
rock
with
hard for The Rock?
hard.
I'm always rock hard for The Rock, guys. But I think we've done enough research now. I think we need to get into the meat of it. And,
Into
Yeah,
the
let's
meat of it.
rock and roll, guys. Let's go on to The Mummy Returns.
Okay, but okay. We should maybe we have all seen The Mummy, right, guys?
no, I've not seen the original Mummy.
You have not seen the original Mummy.
The first one.
No.
I was planning to do my work, to do my research. Did not do my research and my work. But I think it enhanced the experience of the movie for me.
That you
That
didn't know?
That I didn't know. I didn't know who the mummy was. I
I
was like, who's this guy?
I mean, I think me and Jasper had the same experience. We
Yeah,
couldn't
we
remember
watched it
anything.
years ago. No, I don't even. I mean, The Mummy Returns. That's the title of this film, but it's not the same mummy, right? I don't remember.
It is the same, isn't
It is the same mummy. Like
It's still
not The Rock, but the other guy.
Imhotep. What's
Imhotep, or what? What was the name?
Imhotep?
Yeah.
The
Imhotep.
ancient Egyptian architect, slash pharaoh friend
Mhm.
at life or something.
Hmm.
He was a real guy.
Was he a real guy?
Yeah.
That makes it feel
Imhotep.
more offensive.
Oh, it is. Like, and like, what's her name? Rachel Weisz turns out to be Nefertiti. That's also
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's weird too.
Okay, we're skipping around. The Mummy Returns. It's a sequel
okay,
to The
so-
Mummy from 1999, directed by Stephen Sommers. And I don't know if you know anything about The Mummy. It's like the first.
It's like a guy read paper from Egypt.
Yeah, but it's like the first attempt to revive like the Universal monster movies back in the 90s. Have anyone seen the original Mummy from 1930?
Do you
No.
think? I mean, I haven't even seen the 1990s Mummy.
That's fine.
How much do you think?
Yeah, they tried to develop it through the 90s, and then a lot of people pitched it until Stephen Sommers was like, let's make it like in Indiana Jones, basically. And they gave him the thumbs up, and it became the 6th highest growing movie of 1999, which is pretty good.
And that's crazy. Was
That's
Brendan
crazy.
Fraser big at that point? Or
He was
this like his, break?
He was in. Let me think. I think George of the Jungle is before that. Yeah, George of the Jungle is from 1997. And then he follows it up with The Mummy. Basically, that's his second big movie. I think but he's in a bunch of like small comedies beforehand, like went Encino Man with Pauly Shore.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see, Airheads. What the fuck are these movies? Airheads with Buscemi and Adam Sandler. That sounds good. Has anyone seen that?
Sure. No.
Yeah, but this is like his big action leading man breakout, I guess.
Yeah.
And apparently, right after the premiere, Universal's like, Steven, make a second one. The Mummy's got to return, baby.
You gotta come back, guys.
So
This was great.
he started working on a script, and 2 years later, we have The Mummy Returns.
Wow.
Wow.
What a journey.
What a journey. What a movie, guys.
What
Yeah.
a movie. Let's talk about it.
I want to say, might be the corniest movie of all time. I've
Right?
never seen something more corny in my life.
I mean, it's true, yeah. It
I
is.
guess it's the 90s. Oh, no, it's 2001,
It's
right?
2001.
Oh.
But it's like it's all the corny. There's no uncorny moments in this movie.
I will disagree with you.
You did like a wall of water that came in, for their hot air balloon.
Oh my god. Okay. I texted you guys that this is the ugliest movie ever made, and I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
That's not
horrifically ugly.
It
Like
is-
all the CGI faces. Ooh.
But the movie keeps surprising you with how ugly it can get. It's like the opening. It's fine. You're like weird looking dogs. We'll talk about the opening in a bit.
Yeah.
But every special effects is like uniquely bad, and I don't know if you know this, but they were all completed 8 days before the premiere.
That is crazy. Would you
can-
call this complete? I wouldn't call this complete.
No, they also the effects are done by Industrial Light and Magic, the people who also did like the Star Wars movies, right? It's George Lucas'
What?
company,
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
and they requested more time, and they were like, "No, you can't get more time." And then this just said, "Fuck it."
No.
It's like this is what we can do then.
I mean, you can see it. You can. I think they always. It start, as you say, Oliver. It starts out fine, you kind of like the weird dogs and stuff, and The Rock, and then you see the Mummy, and he's pretty ugly, but still, he's a mummy. He should be ugly. In some ways, I'll allow it. It's all right, but then you come with like the water faces and the smoke faces in the end. And it's horrific.
What did you think about the little baby skeletons? Those were very
Oh my
fun and
gosh.
very good.
Oh my god! I have one more Industrial Light and Magic fact, guys.
Okay.
Because after this movie, they made a joke scale called the Steven Sommers scale to measure how many digital effects you gotta use in a given movie scene. And there's 4 parts. The lowest one is what the shot needs. Number 2 is what the computers can handle. Number 3 is, oh my god, the computers are about to crash. And number 4 is what Steven wants.
I think Steven got what he wanted, at least. I mean, it really fits his vision.
If I'm being honest, I don't think if the effects were good, if the animation team got more time, I don't think it would have made the movie any better.
I don't think either. I think it's just a rotten berry on top of a shit cake.
Yeah.
You are right.
It's not a good movie.
True.
I don't think.
No.
The first Mummy film is like okay. It's enjoyable.
It's fun. It's like a Indiana Jones light. Basically.
Yeah.
I agree.
But let's start with the opening prologue. I don't know why Does that prologue need to be there?
No.
No.
We will not.
Sets up it sets up Dwayne as like this big bad guy. And I feel like he does like a wrestling move at one point. He lifts a guy up with a shield or something, and then he throws it on his back. That was fun. But they like explain something about Anubis and that he has like an army of dogs that they can rule the world.
Anubis is such a cool god, though. It's a great god.
In the movie, he doesn't do anything.
Just in general, and that's also why
the movie is just like a dog. Yeah,
and he's not really in it. He's just like, man, I've done this stuff, but you won't see me do it.
I don't get his motivation though. He's like, The Rock,
Anoop?
Kill these people.
He didn't want to die.
The Rock wanted to become like a great warrior or something, and that's why he turned to Anubis for help. And then by the end, he was like a slave of Anubis, and he had to do his bidding or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched the movie. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I watched it for like 20 minutes ago, guys. I should know it pretty well, but
you know it pretty well. Yeah, but it's not really necessary though. I know we set up The Rock as the villain, but then again, he's in the opening scene and in the end, and nothing else.
No.
Yeah, I think The Rock actually is an unnecessary character for this movie.
It is. It is a role in the final scene. He's just like this obstacle. He's not a character.
He's just a monster, though.
He's just a monster.
Like
he is.
They
just
didn't
a monster,
meet him.
Though.
They could just have said like, "Oh, in this script there is this guy," and then
yeah.
I just cut 6 minutes from your movie, guys. No problem. What can I say?
I mean,
it's the animation team.
A lot of this movie is unnecessary. Like their child. Should we talk about the child?
God. I hate the little British kid. I'm sorry.
Wanted to kill him.
Wonderful little actor.
Let me see.
It was an insufferable role.
Freddie Both is the actor called. He actually
both.
He said no to the Harry Potter and the Philosophers. Oh, the first Harry Potter film. He said no to that because he wanted to do The Mummy Returns. Because he loved it.
I guess mummies are more fun than wizards for like an angel.
Yeah, this is his only movie. It's his only movie.
He did win some awards for it. I did go to his IMDb. He won some. Saturn Awards or something like that.
Best performance by a young actor. Who did he lose?
Yeah,
to? Let me check out.
He didn't win. I'm sorry. He was not.
Best. He lost to Haley Joel Osment for AI.
Okay, that's steep competition. I'll give him that.
I can only imagine this guy as a little kid, but that guy is older than us. He was like 8 in 2001. He has like a wife and kids right now. Yeah.
Do you think so?
And he is the most annoying kid in this movie. I hate him.
Yeah, and there's no reason for them to have a kid. I don't get it. I do not get why they have a child in this movie.
No, you know what I also noticed whenever the two main characters are on screen, the only thing they do is make out. Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser, all they do is make out during the whole movie, and that's
it. Is true.
And then he goes into the pyramid or something. Spoilers, but that's it. That's all they do.
Jasper. Yeah. Why do you say that like it's a bad thing? It's the only good thing about the movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just two hot people kissing. It's just two hot people kissing. What are you complaining about?
it is every scene they're together. They're like, "Yeah, baby, what can I say? I'm gonna take you to heaven." And then it's just like every scene, it's this horrible, corny dialogue before they make out.
Sweeping violins and every scene. It's beautiful every time.
Yeah, I think actually they're making out. Music.
Music and the making out. They work in tandem. They work well together.
The two best parts.
I think the making out also makes them worse parents. They
don't want their child. If they didn't make out, and their child wouldn't have probably gotten kidnapped.
Yeah, this movie wouldn't have happened if they didn't make out. I think.
A lot of things. Yeah. Wow. Rick. Oh
wow.
I want to. Yeah. Why are they parents? It adds nothing to the story. There's no thematic.
They weren't married in the first one, right?
No, they meet there.
I don't know.
They cut. Yeah, because in the first one, Casper, they meet and fall
in
love.
Thank you so much.
That's what happens there. And then I read that Stephen Sommers wanted them to have a child, but he didn't want to film with a baby, so he just skipped 9 years ahead. But they don't feel older, the characters. I know I can't remember the first one, but they feel about the same age.
Yeah, there's not been a single change.
No. It feels like they were just stuck this baby like 2 days before the movie started.
Yeah.
Because Brendan Fraser is constantly like, I don't like being a dad. I don't want to be a dad.
It is very quippy, this film.
It's very quippy.
It's very corny, guys.
It's super corny.
It is very
Which is why I like Brendan Fraser, and he's a fun little guy, but I don't see him as like the leading man who's punching every object that he sees and like shoots everybody. I don't know why, but it doesn't really work for me with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, he's the whale. So I can see him as
right.
Else,
the first performance that I watched.
Same. He's also very good in Killers of the Flower.
Oh yeah, he's in that.
He is in that.
He's the lawyer. He's in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like The Rock in this movie.
Except more screen time.
Except a bit more screen time.
Oh my god. Yeah. But Jasper, counter argument. He's hot in the movie.
He's hard or he's hot?
He's hot. He's sexy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Great hair, great face. Casper, you disagree, I can feel.
It's not that hot in the movie, guys. I mean, come on.
I know he's standing next
he wears
to...
he has a leather thing on his wrist, and that gets me going, man.
Okay, the tattoo, his tramp stamp, sure, I'll give you that, Casper.
That's not what a tramp
he has like a leather,
is.
Yeah, I know. It's the male tramp stamp, the letter on the hand. It's the male tramp stamp. It's my hot take of the day. But not that hot in this movie, guys. Come on,
not that hot.
There's other people in the movie.
I know. Rachel Weisz is right next to him.
The guard guy with the long hair, he's hotter. He the
guy with the tattoo, the face tattoo
guy.
No, the face tattoo guy.
Yeah,
he's hotter.
He's all right.
He's pretty
like
good.
The Aragorn of the movie. I like how because this was 2001 and this was like during the peak of Lord of the Rings, they had to have an epic action sequence in there.
I think it's before the Lord of the Rings, right?
No, it wasn't it like during
the same time ish.
When did Fellowship is from 2001?
You're right.
Let me see when it was released. I think it's released afterwards. Yes, that's December 2001. So this is like half a year before.
Oh, so they were inspired by The Mummy Returns.
They're like, we gotta get Aragorn guy in here,
guys. We gotta do something like The Mummy Returns. I mean,
yeah,
it made bank at the box office, guys.
Okay,
did this movie do well?
This movie did very well. It earned 400 million worldwide. It was the 7th highest grossing film of that year. There's also a reason there is a third movie.
Is there a third one?
There is a third one without Rachel Weisz, set in China.
Is that Scorpion King?
It's not the Scorpion King.
It's a spin-off.
The Scorpion King is just a spin-off. Let me see. Where? That's the one film. No, wait. Yes, it's called The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. It's set in China.
Is the kid in it? Is
No.
Alex in it?
No.
Then I don't want to see
Rachel
it.
Weisz is not in it. Jet Li is in it? What the hell? Michelle Yeoh is in it? That's crazy.
Pretty
Okay,
cool.
that's the next on our list, guys. I know The Rock is not in it, but
Yeah, we can just watch
something
it.
out.
Oh my god.
It's like a bonus episode on our Patreon.
It's directed by
Oh,
Rob
that's-
Cohen, who did
Rob Cohen?
the XXX movies and the first Fast
That's
and Furious
nothing
movie.
to do. Okay.
Hmm.
I know what that was.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah.
Did you
Come on,
know?
let
I have one fun fact before we go into the film. There's a new composer on this one compared to the first Mummy. It's
Alan Silvestri.
Yeah, he did the Back to the Future movies. He did Forrest Gump. He's done a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
The first one was composed by Jerry Goldsmith, and apparently, Jerry Goldsmith had a concert where he played, and he played something from the Mummy, and he's like, "Yeah, I kind of like this song, but the movie fucking sucked."
He said that?
And Stephen Sommers was in the crowd, so he got fired.
Aye, that's a sad story. Ooh.
Oh,
I wish, but I mean, he's an honest man. I like his style,
yeah. What has he done? He's done a lot.
and I think the music in this one. I mean, it's not bad.
No,
it's
it's
not
fine.
the same guy, but
Oh, it's fine. But Jerry Goldsmith also did Alien, I think.
what?
Yes, he did Alien. That's right, and he did Seconds.
Imagine firing the guy who did Alien. Oh.
He did Psycho 2. What the hell?
What? Psycho 2?
Yes. That one's kind of good, I've heard.
Okay.
He did Mr. Baseball in 92? Okay.
Mr. Baseball?
What the fuck is that?
That's my favorite, guys. Come on.
Okay. He did Gremlins 2? Okay, no more Jerry Goldsmith talk.
Yeah, movie time. Movie
Yeah.
time.
We're back in the movie.
This
We're-
isn't the Jerry podcast.
We're in a tomb. We have Rachel Weisz. We have
Oh, we're in the second scene. Oh man, this is gonna take a long time.
and
I was thinking
we're in
the
the
same.
tomb. Okay, can we talk about the tomb? What's happening here?
It looks
Oh, we got-
ugly.
It's a 2.
I watched the movie on my TV. I recently moved, so I don't have curtains up, and it was very sunny, so I barely saw anything.
That's fair. It's an okay scene. I don't know why the kid is with them. Why isn't he
Yeah,
in kindergarten? So,
He's like making mouse traps or something at the entrance of the temple.
yeah, he gets
Yeah.
shot at. He almost dies.
Almost dies in
Also,
the first
let's
scene.
talk about the guy. You know, when the kid shoots the catapult at the very charming British criminal.
The British lad?
The
Yeah,
British
those were my
lads.
favorite. I loved those characters. They were so super fun.
Great characters.
But did you know the third shot? The kid shoots a catapult twice at those guys. And then the third shot, some guy catches it in midair. That was very impressive.
It was a very
Yeah,
good
that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought like, huh.
Hope I see more of that in this movie.
That was
and then it
epic.
never happens again.
What do you mean? Come on. Yeah.
Okay, but Alex is annoying. He's there, shouldn't be there. The fucking kid.
Again, it doesn't matter for the movie.
And they try to kill the kid. The mercenary.
They do try to kill the kid. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it did not. I saw someone write that you could just have stuck like the bracelet on. What's the guy name? John Hannah's character, the guy who plays Rachel Weisz's brother, and it would be the same movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Would
It would be the same
He's kinda
movie.
There.
Jonathan, his brother?
Jonathan
Yeah.
does nothing except steal a diamond.
He shoots one of the
Oh,
zombie
that's true.
mummies.
Yeah.
That's an
he-
epic
a
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
He
any
does
of
not really
you
do a lot of-
has any of you watched any John Hannah movies?
No, but I know his face.
He's in Four Weddings and a Funeral, where he has a very good monologue. That's the only thing
Okay.
I've seen him in.
Hmm.
A very tempered performance compared to this, where it's just kind of annoying.
He's the white. He's the comedic relief guy. Don't
He's-
you like?
Everyone is comedic relief in this movie.
Yeah, even Brendan.
You know what?
All the
Speaking of Alex, the kid, you know what dynamic duo I really like?
What dynamic do they really like?
His prison guard and him when he's
Said
like
his
taking
prison
Casper to
guard?
the bed.
Who
Yeah,
wants to
the
kill
guy.
him?
Yeah, they're such a fun duo, man.
Yeah. I
There should
really
be like
related to that.
there should have been development there though. They should kind of have like become friends of some kind.
Yeah.
That would have made the movie
been
so much
charming.
better. Just like the small
It
moments.
would have. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna come with my big point, my big analysis of the film.
Lay it on.
Yeah, and I think the reason it doesn't work, other than the story doesn't make sense, is that like it doesn't feel like anything matters. Like the kid gets kidnapped, and the parents are like, "Oh, that sucks.
Let's
we gotta
check out."
Yeah.
There's like no emotional weight to anything happening. There's no humanity in any of the characters except for one moment, but I'll get to that. You're like, the characters doesn't care about their kid. Why should I care?
Mm-hmm.
They don't feel like people, any of them.
Yeah, and all the fights. Yeah, I
It's just
agree.
actors showing up to do their job. Yeah.
I feel like there's no tension, or you don't feel the stakes in the fights or anything like it, because it's just like
Nothing. You
the
feel
goofiest
nothing.
sound effects too. It's like chow pew ching chow, and then it's just like there's a scene where someone is pushed and it's like it's like an explosion sound, something like that. They just push someone. It's like the most insane sound in the world they used as a sound effect, and all the fight scenes just have like the goofiest sound effects.
Yeah. What a picture.
What a
what a
movie, right?
picture. What is happening in their mansion? Is that the scene afterwards?
Yeah, that's the scene afterwards.
That's the kid opens the box and he gets the magic bracelet, the magic Scorpion King bracelet
While
on
they
him.
experience the making out.
Yeah.
Should we talk about Rachel Weisz's visions? That's her whole thing. This movie, she has visions, like a past life, and that's why she finds the box in the temple which holds the Scorpion King key bracelet thing.
But she's like the reincarnation of someone, right?
Yeah, of Nefertiti, which was like a real Egyptian queen.
So, okay. British colonialism, baby. British colonialism. We'll even take your fucking queen.
Yeah, we'll resurrect her somehow.
Oh my
god. No
worries,
guys.
That's kind of offensive. Rachel Weisz is a white person. It's
in her name, Weisz.
She's
very wise. What? Okay, never mind. Yeah. Very weird. I like the idea, but there's just so many MacGuffins in this movie. They keep saying like, "Oh, you have the tattoo of the reincarnation."
Yeah, and the Book of Death and Life.
The Book of Death, the bracelet, the spear of Osiris.
And they use the books like one time.
They use everything like one time.
Yeah, they build it up, the books in the beginning, like, we got 2 of the books, we just missed the last piece. And then they never use those books even once.
It's like they've heard of setup and payoff, and then like, okay, let's just say the setups, and then the payoff is the most obvious thing.
Yeah, the payoff happens right away, or not at all.
Oh, I want to talk about the dicking scene where all the, what are they called? Those small bugs, the Egyptian bugs.
Scorpions?
Not the scorpions. What are they called?
The scarabs.
Scarabs, yes, great
scarabs,
name.
Yes.
That was one thing I really liked, when the scarabs crawl under that guy's skin. It didn't
look
that's
pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
that's a great shot, actually.
It was a great shot. I think that whole sequence kind of worked. We have the team of villains. I don't know their function in the story. They're just a bunch of villains.
No, you have so many unnecessary villains. You have
team of villains.
You have the stupid British henchmen who do nothing,
but they die.
You have they die, and they bring
that's their function
back to life or something. Yeah, that's it. Then you got the museum guy who was the museum curator, but he turned evil or something. And he has like a whole ritual in the British Museum.
And
you had the prison guy who kept the kid prisoner and he wanted to kill him. And he had the lady who was also a reincarnation of somebody.
Yeah, the lady's in the first movie as well, but I can't remember her. Yeah, she is.
I'm not I should have seen the first one.
And it's also very weird because, again, she's not a North African person. She's Latin. What the hell is happening?
Yeah.
That's a weird
Yeah,
casting. That's just Hollywood
It's
in
the
the
90s.
2000s. It's
Yeah.
not even the 90s.
It's almost the 90s.
It's almost the 90s.
Close enough.
Close enough for me.
What fun things? The double-decker bus? There's a
Oh,
double-decker
that was
bus.
Yeah, no, I
That was
did
a
not care for that at all.
stupid set piece.
And nothing happened. He didn't get his kid back. It was just all for nothing,
Yeah.
right?
I was also thinking, why? First of all, the Imhotep, he just like gets 4 guys out and that's like, you guys go fetch the kid. And these henchmen are not really powerful.
No.
Like
they're just guys.
Yeah, they're just guys. So they can just like
try to kidnap the kid. The kid throws like a bookshelf on them. He's very capable. The kid.
Yeah,
a
and
very
like
capable kid.
all the ghost fellas he summons are just like one shot, and they're not. They don't really.
Yeah, during the chase, that's it. They just die. Bye.
Yeah, and they can't really do anything. And he's like, you think, oh, he's summoning these guys. They have some powers. Okay, I'm afraid. And then 2 seconds later, like, no.
So why? I don't know if it's explained in the first movie, but why does he have magic powers?
Who?
Imhotep.
I don't know, the gods, I guess?
Okay, but why?
I think he did some magic stuff.
I mean, why is he alive? Why is he that ugly ass zombie?
Because he's a mummy, man. He's the mummy that returns.
He is the mummy that returned. But okay, let me just get the point. Let's just get the plot straight, right?
Yeah.
They bring back Imhotep because they have to defeat the Scorpion King, who comes every 5,000 years. First of all, I don't know how they know that because it hasn't happened before. Because this hasn't, been 5,000 years. They're just guessing, and they're like, "Okay, we gotta kill the Scorpion King. Why? I don't know. Because you want to destroy the world?
Yeah.
To get the power over his army.
That's the truth. They want to kill him to get the army to take over the world. Yeah.
And there's only one guy who's tough enough, and that's Imhotep, the mummy.
He is. I think it was Marcus who said it was surprising that it wasn't Billy Zane. He does look a lot like Billy Zane.
That is true.
It would be very good with Billy Zane.
Now it's just Billy insane. It's just crazy.
He's just crazy.
You get the joke? Insane. You
Pretty
get it?
Funny. What can I say? Do you have the soundboard, Jasper? Could you give it a
soundboard?
I
Oh
do.
God,
Wait.
soundboard.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Casper, you just saw the film. What happens after the double-decker bus sequence?
Okay, guys.
Rude.
They kidnap the kid because they're on.
Kid.
Yeah, because the chase goes well. They're like, yeah, we killed these guys. We have everything. Then they make out again, and while they're making out, the henchmen, the League of Villains, come around and kidnap the kid while they're making out. And then they drive over the London Bridge.
That's right.
Yeah. And then he's like running up the London Bridge, but it's opening. So he can't make it. And it's a funny scene. What can I say?
It's
very dramatic and
very
sad.
epic.
He loses his son, guys. Let's have some compassion.
But again, they don't react to it. Like, how many of you guys have seen Succession?
I've seen some
I
of
have
it.
not.
You have not?
I won.
Okay, there's an episode in season 4
where
a character dies. And the depiction there of, loss and grief, I'm not saying they should do that, but just do a little bit. Rick feels like it's not even like he's lost his keys. I think he would be more annoyed if he had lost his keys. If he was lost his keys, he would be angry. But it's all like, nah, okay, I guess I gotta go to Egypt. It's like he forgot his bag and just has to turn around to grab it.
To be fair, there is a little scene on the London Bridge where his wife is like, Rachel Weisz character is like, man, I want to hold my kid in my arms. And then they just say, we gotta go to Egypt.
But you don't believe it. I think, okay, I can bring it up. I think there's one scene that really works, and that's when she dies, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
You think that worked?
I think
I did not.
I think yes, I do. I think Because every other point, it's just like, I don't care. But right there, you can really feel Brendan Fraser's loss.
I do not.
You
knew
do
she
not?
was coming back. Yeah, no.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
you knew she's coming back.
Yeah, but she dies in such a stupid way. The two main villains, they show up, they stab her, they just walk off. Like
I don't care about the
they don't say
stabbing. The
anything.
stabbing doesn't work. Brendan's reaction works.
Yeah,
The stabbing is so funny. It's just like,
yeah. That's
But
how
what
she
doesn't
dies.
work, in which is when she's, come back to life and no one reacts. No one bats an eye. She's just there
No one
again.
cares.
Then no one
Yeah,
cares
he's-
in this movie.
it's the mummy. It's magic, guys.
Stephen Sommers, you're such a bad director. Oh.
He's done G.I. Joe. I think he's done some.
Yeah, he didn't, but he did the one without The Rock.
Oh, okay. So we're not watching any more Stephen Sommers movies.
No, this is the last time. I think we should get all of it out. What
Okay.
else has he done? He hasn't done a movie since 2013.
He's working in more like background work now. Not so much directing,
He's not even doing that.
No, I'm kidding.
Do you know how many Scorpion King movies there are?
I think there's 4.
There's
I-
5. I'm sorry, there's 5.
What? There's 5? And The Rock is in one of them.
He's in the first.
He's only in the first one.
Okay,
Why are these movies popular or something? Why the
No.
fuck are there 5 films?
I don't fucking.
And why is
they're
The Rock
direct
in
to
a-
video? But I think
That
they're
is
all
crazy.
co-produced by WWE Film Studios.
Ah,
But we're gonna-
okay,
we're
that's-
gonna-
that is
The
interesting.
fourth one has Emmett Walsh. That's insane.
Who?
Emmett Walsh? He's like one of the best character actors there are. He's in holy shit. Okay, let me name one film he's in. Has anyone of you seen Blood Symbol?
Yeah, I have.
He's the hitman in that one. He's great.
Oh, it's that guy.
It's that guy. He's so good. I'll send the picture of him.
He's a good guy.
He's very good. He's also in Romeo and Juliet. He's in
He's in
Raising
Best
Arizona.
Performance.
He's in The Iron Giant, Knives Out.
Isn't the Iron Giant?
Yeah. He's in Midnight
Wow.
Cowboy. Why is he in the 4th Scorpion King movie?
Because it's the best one,
That's
guys. You
He's
gotta
also
watch
in
it.
he's also in Blade Runner. Where did I forget
Actually,
that?
do we have to watch the Scorpion King since it's based on a character that The Rock
No.
plays?
We're only
Oh,
watching
okay,
the first
good.
one. We're only watching the first.
Nice.
Beep Bop Boop. Airship?
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Thing about this, the guy,
Yeah.
what's his name? Izzy.
Is
Yeah,
he?
He's like a pilot, and he knew Brendan Fraser or Rick
Mm.
back in the day. And then they have to go to some place in Egypt quietly or subtly, and then they use an airship, a magic airship.
Mm.
Yeah. It's kind of a sci-fi movie in that.
It is,
regard.
and when they use like the turbo boosters in like the ravine, I was done with it at that point.
Then I've had enough. That was enough for me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. We're all like big fans of Indiana Jones. I don't know why did I say big fans? We've all watched.
I
Indiana Jones.
am a big fan.
I'm
I
also a
fucking
big
love
fan.
Indiana Jones.
I've not watched them all. I watched like.
We watched the 5th one, me and Jasper.
I
Yeah, we
watched-
did when you were in Amsterdam.
That's the only time I've forgotten a movie. The day I watched.
No, but
I watched
I
one and
love
two. I
Indiana
can't.
Jones. I watched part 2, the Temple of Doom. I had it on my iPod when I was a little kid. And I watched it. I must have seen it like 100 times.
It's
I love
great.
that film.
So good.
It's
Goddamn.
fun.
Why is this movie not like Indiana Jones?
I don't know because
Well-
it's instead of Steven, Mr. Spielberg, it's Steven Sommers.
The better Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying. They have some, but I think they're doing too much. They have.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
think of
many
the
artifacts.
What do you guys think of the action set pieces that we have? We have the opening scene and with the Rock, with the temple and Brendan Fraser and the main characters. The bus chase scene. We have the. What else is there? You got the ravine and the wall of water. You got the pygmies, the little baby zombies.
Oh yeah, the little babies.
They were horrible. I didn't like.
Yeah, no, that was stupid.
Yeah, they were like the minions of this movie in many
They are.
ways.
There's one moment where what's it called, Jonathan,
Yeah,
where he's like, "Oh, they can't get over here," and then one of them gets over there and kills one of the guys, and he screams, and it screams back and leaves him. I did not.
Yeah,
get that.
I mean, I was thinking, like, see,
How did that work?
I thought there was going to be like some reveal that Jonathan has this ability to make them afraid or
I
something.
thought it was like they can't handle shouting or something, but that wouldn't make sense because
No,
you're shouting
they
all the time. There's little.
Never refer to it again.
No, doesn't matter at all.
The movie
Also,
doesn't
I like
matter.
I liked
It's like
when
the-
Rick threw like a piece of dynamite on the big log, like a log bridge, and then and it blew up with all the creepy skeleton guys on there, and one was just sitting there and he was waving goodbye to the camera while it was falling down. I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's kind of sweet.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I wish I was on the CGI team for this movie. I would have loved working on this.
I
It
think
have
you
been
would
a great
die.
time.
Of
I would die
stress.
like for the work, but I would love to have worked on it.
Wow. Yeah. They are in. Why is there a jungle in the desert? Did they say that? Sometimes in this movie
like an
again,
Oasis.
we're in
It
an
was like the
Oasis.
opening scene, right?
Yeah, because that's like the rock he
He
begs to
made like an
Anubis.
oasis or something when
Yeah.
he cut the Anubis help.
Yeah. He's got the welfare from Anubis. he made a little oasis for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet of him.
Hmm.
And that's the thing.
Can we talk
Here's
about
about nature. I mean, he's half scorpion.
if we go back to the Scorpion? Yeah, that's true. Okay, before we talk about The Rock and the whole final part, when Izzy and the airship crash, Brendan
Mhm.
Fraser's like, "Go find some gas," and he's like, "Why do you think I can find gas here?" Because obviously, why would he do that? And then he does it.
Yeah, like a Deus Ex Machina. He comes
Yeah.
by and
Oh.
says, "Hey guys, you want to get in my airship?"
I love it when he's like, I can't get gas here. And Brendan Fraser's like, yeah, but if one guy could do it, you could do it.
And he
It's
does
And
it.
then it's just like, he does it, and I'm like, oh, where the hell did he get gas from?
Mm. Wow. Yeah. And then Rachel Weisz dies.
No,
Oh no.
By
I cry,
stab.
guys. Tears in my eyes.
Such an emotional moment.
It's
You could
the
really feel it in Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
It's the only emotional moment in the movie.
No. When,
Don't say The
what-
Rock dies. I think that's the second emotional moment. When The Rock
When
is
actually
in the
the second
desert
one
and
is
has nothing.
Precisely. The Rock has lost everything at this point. He had an army. He was going to conquer the world. He's the only one left. He's seen all his men die one by one. You see him beg to the gods for help. Is that not an emotional scene?
It is an emotional scene.
I teared up a little bit.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? What emotional scene I did like? When after the Scorpion King is defeated and they're hanging on the edge on a cliff to hell, I
Mhm.
guess.
The
You know,
underworld, I
Imhotep.
think?
He like Rachel Weisz. She rescues Rick.
Mm.
She shows his true love, and then the other girl, whose name I forgot. He doesn't rescue Imhotep, and he's just like, I give up. She doesn't love me. I'm gonna
He's
die.
heartbroken, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
really-
thought that moment was also pretty
Yeah,
emotional.
that's
Yeah.
actually a pretty good moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I say, I think Imhotep, he's a pretty sweet guy.
he is. He just wants to
he's
rule the
just-
world, don't we all?
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's like a hopeless romantic. He just comes back and he's like, yeah, I gotta get my wife. You know?
He's such a wife guy. He's the
Yeah.
ultimate wife guy.
He's just doing everything to get his wife back.
Um,
To find her soul
Oh yeah,
and
and
stuff. Just like,
then how the fuck does the other girl die?
The oth-
She's just she falls into a river of scorpions or something. That was
Yeah,
also,
oh
do.
yes, no,
it
also
was not a good
scarabs.
payoff. It was also not a good payoff.
yeah, it was just like she fell or something. It was
Yeah.
really,
Hmm.
unsatisfying.
We just had to kill her and get it over with.
I think we should
Yeah.
talk about The Rock now. Oh, the Scorpion.
Hey,
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Because I do not think, on an objective technical level, it's the worst special effect in the movie. But I think the
Mhm.
fact it's so built up as the reveal, it makes it worse than anything else.
Yeah.
The whole
Also, it's just it doesn't feel real because you got the Rock's face on it, but it's still just CG. It's just
There's no
it's just a
lighting.
3D model. It's not a guy.
It's a PS2 creature.
It looks
Yeah.
very like plastic, melted plastic.
But they got the smirk going. He has to run
They have
smirk.
they have the
do,
Rock's
yeah.
raised eyebrow. They do. Which is quite funny when he does it. Yeah, I mean, I gotta give them that.
But
I think they had a lot of fun in the CGI team doing like those small
definitely.
things.
I think it's a
tell. You
good
can-
character design. Like, not like the idea of it. Like,
Sure about that?
it's just a giant scorpion with a man on it. That's fucking terrifying.
It's like a centaur would,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm like,
But I feel one thing I will note: what are scorpions most known for, guys?
killing?
Poison.
Oh, like what is their most well-known physical attribute?
The claws? Wait, what?
No, it's like the
tail?
stinger on the end, right?
Ah, the stinger.
He
Didn't he have a
only
stinger?
uses his claws. He doesn't use the stinger.
Yeah, they nerf him so much in this.
They do.
Brendan Fraser punches in his claws. That should not be possible. The thing is like
I was
4 meters tall.
I was also thinking like Imhotep, he's a pretty powerful guy. And they say like, yeah, he's the only guy who can beat him. And he has like magical powers. He can make a big the water monster and everything. And then we get to the Scorpion King and he's like, yeah, I could punch this. Brendan Fraser could kill him. He's just a normal human.
He could kill him.
Yeah, but I mean, his powers get taken away.
But not the Scorpion King's powers.
No. Imhotep
Does he have
powers.
powers? He's just a scorpion guy.
Yeah, but he's built up to be so powerful. Like, yeah, he's so powerful that Imhotep with powers. We need him.
So can we circle back to the water ravine wall? I don't think we've discussed it enough.
No.
This thing in the
The
world.
main characters are in the hot air balloon floating through the desert through a ravine at a pretty high up, and then casually the Imhotep, the bad guy, just notices them. He's just playing with the water or something.
He's
just
having a
kind of
bath.
standing there. Yeah, and he sees them, and it's like not bothered by them at all. And he's like going to the little kid, the son. He's like, "Hey, you want to lose your mom and dad?" And then he water at them. And the kid can't see anything because I mean, it's all gone. He just sees a wall of water, and he only has to assume that his parents are gone. But I don't know. It's just so casual. It's very stupid.
It is a stupid movie.
Yeah.
I want to detour to something before we talk more about The Rock, because now we're just talking about Imhotep.
Okay.
I think, it's because is it only me who thinks it kind of weird that he needs to take the train to get everywhere?
You're right. What?
Because I was thinking,
I think he's a pretty
Maybe
good
he has-
ruler. He likes public transport.
but it's like he gets to have this train, and it has to be like thematically set up so they have all these mummy things in the train.
I think that's how they
No.
transport him. That's how they hide it.
Could he just walk? I don't know. He's pretty powerful, so I think it's pretty
He should-
humiliating
he
to
should-
take the train.
It's
The train tracks just drive past like the first temple that they have to go to. They're just tracks down there. It's not really like an ancient temple. It's just kind of there.
It's just
And the
kinda
kid
there.
gets off, and then Imhotep throws like guys at the wall.
no. They try to shoot
what?
him. They try to shoot
Oh.
him, and Imhotep is like, "No, don't do that." And then he
I
throws
could have
them.
just said that. I mean,
Yeah.
Why didn't he
Okay,
say
why-
it before?
Why didn't they?
I think he's a
Doesn't
pretty
he
bad
speak
leader.
English?
yeah. Anyway,
I
The
like-
Rock.
I think.
Scorpion.
Okay, one more Imhotep thing.
Okay.
I like that he's kind of a coward. At the end, the
That's great,
Scorpion
too.
King comes out and he's like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't want to fight you." It's that
I'm just
guy over there.
Yeah, like I'm your servant.
Yeah.
That guy, Brendan Fraser. That's the guy you got to worry about.
Yeah. Oh my God, The Rock.
I think the fact that we're talking about Imhotep way more than the Scorpion King says enough.
But
The
Imhotep
Imhotep's
is the
great.
villain. The
Yeah.
Scorpion King it does not matter. He's like a side character, a side villain in this.
Guy, he's just The Rock.
He's just
Yeah.
a big monster that they kill. He has no thematic significance, and he's just ugly.
Yeah, that's so. He just doesn't even. You don't even really see The Rock acting in any way because he's
No.
speaking Egyptian.
He's not even there. It's a CGI model of
Yeah.
his face. It's not acting.
So
He's
it's
in
like
The Rock is in one scene, the opening scene, for like 2 minutes. That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
And then he doesn't really. He's just like saying some Egyptian thing, and you're like, okay,
with a
sure.
thick American accent.
Scorpion thing?
He has such a thick American accent. It's
He
insane.
does. He really does.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, the end. There's the spear throw. They figure out it's a spear.
Yeah.
Which is also
leads to a
sad.
hilarious scene of the kid and Jonathan figuring out how to use it.
And
And you can feel it.
oh my god, there's also the resurrection scene.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. That was very well done as well.
I cannot remember this word. John.
Why does Jonathan know the Egyptian word for?
Yeah, he doesn't know anything else, but he does
Stork.
know that one.
He's also a
and he-
historian. Oh, you
Yeah,
don't
but
know
he-
the setup. Brendan Fraser is a treasure hunter, and Rachel Weisz is like a historian, and her brother is also a historian.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should have started out with that. Like,
Yeah.
give the some context.
But the
We're
movie
just
doesn't
never-
start out with
I think
that.
they should have watched the movie, guys.
Maybe you
I
should have
think
watched the
they
first
should
movie.
know.
Ugh,
Yeah. Okay.
wow.
But I got that they're like librarians or like historians, but why does he know the word for stork? Is there a setup in the first one
No.
that sets that up?
no,
So he just knows the word for stork.
the
He
thing
was
that
delivered as a baby by a stork, probably, or something.
It's like, yeah,
No.
that I gotta remember.
But the thing is, Casper, you gotta remember that they were told to write a sequel the day after the other movie premiered, and I'm like, okay, we gotta write a sequel, so they didn't really think about stuff.
How? Give me. I mean, 3 months. They could read it again.
Okay, yeah.
Feels like a first draft.
Wow.
Sorry, Summers.
Yeah, poor guy, poor Steven.
Wow. Can we talk
Let's
about
talk about his attempt at the resurrection.
Yeah. They just. Why is the Jonathan is just jumping around the lady mummy.
Taking some hits. I would say.
He's taking hits,
some-
and the kid is just reading a book, and then Rachel Weisz,
The Book of Life.
Book of Life.
Yeah, the Book of Death, right?
Yeah,
What
that makes
Was
no
Book of
sense.
Brings
was
to
it?
life.
Opposite? There were
Book of
2
Life.
books.
It was opposite day that day.
I said it was opposite. Like, yeah, we're gonna have
We're
some
just gonna
fun
have
here.
We're
Gonna
just
be
gonna
a
have
bit
some.
crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
And they were.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, but the kid just speaks some words, and he's like, "Oh, what is this last word?" And while Jonathan is mid-fight with the evil lady, he just says, "Oh, it's this word," and then he said the little kid says, "Oh, okay, thank you," and then he says the phrase, Brendan Fraser,
Ooh.
out loud, and then Rachel Weisz is back alive.
And she's
Yeah.
like, "Guys, go help Rick. I'll take this one."
Yeah,
Which makes no
And the-
sense. You could tag team this lady. I
but
know
it's-
it's like the
you're just-
prophecy.
Oliver, you don't get it. It's
She's not the Scorpion King. She's not a big guy.
She's just a lady.
Yeah, and they had like a fight in their
Flashbacks.
past
in the-
lives.
Yeah.
They were like enemies.
But why can't she have multiple allies? She lost the old fight. Then get some help from your son and your brother.
Well, she didn't. The old fight was she got stabbed when she wasn't looking. That's not that's not losing a fight.
That's true. I mean, it's a good thing Rick wasn't there. Otherwise, they would make out, and she would not be looking.
And she would be stabbed again.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
that's the point.
That's-
That's
Wow. Final fight. They throw the spear. Very epic.
Yeah, and then they have the cliff of death to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool imagery. Still ugly though. The VFX are
Oh,
bad.
guys, we haven't
I love
talked about,
the cool. cool
the epic guys that are fighting in the desert while all of this happened.
Oh my fucking god! I forgot about that. Ah,
How could we forget about the best part?
why is this
Oliver,
movie
how
2 hours long?
2 hours and 10 minutes, guys. I was disappointed with them.
Cut 40 minutes.
But the fight that's pretty cool. You have like this this Pharaoh Guard character, or that's what like his title means, and they have
Yeah.
like this band of brothers that's gonna protect the world from all these things.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
They just fight. They just fight the dogs outside.
Yeah, they fight the dog, and it's like, oh no, we got to keep them in line. Well, they fix it at the pyramid, and then just in time, like they defeat them, and then there's a second way bigger wave, and they're like, guys, we're gonna go all out. It's all or nothing right now.
Mm.
And then Brendan Fraser stabs the Scorpion King, and then they're all safe.
Yeah,
Such a
and there's like a corny line when they see the big army, which is like, another one or something like that. They're saying something.
Again.
They're saying something corny, but it's in Egyptian, so they have like it in texts. So that was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
But some cool fights there, I guess. Some all right fights.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just guys like waving their swords and at CGI dogs. Hounds.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Should we wrap this
indeed.
up? Is there anything more?
Yeah.
The Rock dies.
Yeah, when the Scorpion King dies, all the life gets sucked into the temple, and they get saved by this balloon guy.
Yeah, is he? This is.
Is he? And then
He found the gas.
He found the gas.
He found. It's never.
He's just got a big ass filled with gas.
Bam. And then Jonathan steals the diamond, and that's the end of the movie. They ride off into the sunset.
And then they make out again at the end.
Yeah.
I'm
A lot of making out.
I'm really curious about the third one because Rachel Weisz did not return for the third one. I don't blame her.
Are they divorced or something in the third one? Is it like a single dad movie kind of thing?
I will find out. Why? It was made because they wanted to let me. Okay, wait 1 second. There's something about wanting to break out in China.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why it's moved to the China. It's the third one is not made by Steven Sommers. He said in an interview, it's like all the two first movies just go together so well. They're so perfect, man. I couldn't do a third one.
Okay, Mister.
Then he did. What did he do afterwards? He wrote the Scorpion King movie. We're gonna talk about. Then he did Van Helsing in 2004 with Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
And G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra.
It's pretty good.
Is it?
No, but
Okay.
it's a good career, I guess.
And
I don't
then
know.
In 2013, he did a movie called Odd Thomas. What the fuck is this?
Hart Thomas? What the fuck is
With
that?
Willem Dafoe? Crazy.
What is Hart Thomas?
Odd Thomas.
Oh, odd.
It made 1.3 million at the box office, and he has not made a film since.
Well, he's taking a break. He's making his masterpiece.
I guess.
The Mummy 4. I don't know.
I hope so. The Dragon Emperor. Wow. Jet Li is in that one. It's kind of fun.
Not a lot of good finishing thoughts on the movie.
No, I don't think it was a pretty good movie. I think it was a bad movie. I would rather watch the SNL episode again.
No,
that would not.
no.
I would
You
watch it
crazy?
like 5 times.
I mean, I know you guys weren't too crazy about my favorite sketches in the SNL episode, but I would not watch it again, even for the horse flu sketch. And no. This is better.
Is this a hot take? No, it's not better. Come on.
It's better.
It's so much more enjoyable.
I would rate.
Yeah,
I would rate the movie a 3 out of 10. I think it's bad. I think it's very bad.
I would say 3.5 because it's kind of playful.
3.5?
I would give it a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I'm the optimist for once. What can I say? I've turned a new leaf, guys.
What are our roles in this podcast? You're the cynic, Casper. Oliver is like the leader. He's like the guy that
He's the
fixes
team
things.
leader.
I'm the muscle.
You're Brendan
Or the
Fraser.
hacker, Every
You have
has a
Brendan
hacker.
Fraser here right now, Jasper. I can see. You
I
have the
do
middle
actually. I
part.
got
kind of.
Casper, I think you should get Rachel Weisz hair in this movie.
I could do that.
That is
I
the
could
best
do
thing
that.
about the movie is her hair.
Yeah.
It's nice hair.
It's very good hair.
Don't you
Wow.
like? I mean, there's a lot of things to like. Emotep taking public transport.
Emotep not
Emotep
wearing a
being-
shirt the whole movie. He's very
Being
anti-shirt.
just a great lover. Being just a guy who comes.
I don't think he's
he
a
waits
great
house-
lover. I think he
He waits 1,000 years. Who would?
Me.
Okay, Mr. Okay.
Rachel Weisz. Has any of you guys seen any Rachel Weisz films beside this? Other than like The Favorite?
The Favorite.
Favorite she's
The
very good
Favorite.
in.
Have I seen?
Yeah.
But
The Favorite.
no thing
She's
is.
very good in The Fountain, if any of you have seen that
What
one.
else is she in? Rachel.
About a Boy? She's in Constantine?
She's in Black Widow.
Yeah, she's
I've seen that.
she's in Oz the Great and Powerful.
Those two I want to see.
2 movies you want to see?
Yeah, 2 movies I want to see:
She
Black
hasn't
Widow
been-
and Oz the Great and Powerful.
She hasn't been in a movie since Black Widow. And
I mean,
now-
that was like a couple years ago. That's all right.
it's
Yeah, that's not too
2021.
long.
And she's in the new Thunderbolts movie.
Okay,
Wow.
cool.
Maybe we should see it.
Thanks, Rachel.
I don't know. She's all right in this.
I like her.
She's a cutie. She's charming.
Yeah.
I think they have good chemistry in this, especially when they kiss. What? Don't look at me like that, Casper. It's just about them kissing the whole movie.
You just want them to kiss. Come
Yes,
on. There's no
yes,
good
I want two
chemistry
hot
there.
people to kiss. What the fuck do you want out
There's
of this
no.
movie?
Yeah, you can talk about chemistry all you want, but that's not about chemistry. Just want to see them kiss.
You know, they kiss. They are good kisses, both of them. Like,
How do you know?
That's not the chemistry. There should be some like good dialogue between them, but they're like,
that's the dialogue problem, though.
Yeah, just like, hey baby, what's up? Type dialogue. There's nothing else.
I think the first one also works more because it's still a will they, won't they kind of thing.
Yep.
There's more tension in that. Here they're just kind of established, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, they're just kind of together. There's not really any conflict between them. Maybe if
No.
like when the kid got lost, like they blame each other or something for it. That would be kind of an
Yeah,
interesting
and then they
dynamic.
grow. No character grows in this movie.
No.
Is he?
Izzy is the only one. He finds gas.
He's the only one. He learns his arc is getting gas, and boy, does he get it.
Okay,
And
can we
it's
talk? Okay, I
offspring.
just one more moment that's epic is when they meet Izzy in that like fucking junkyard thing, and he has this little eye patch, and Rachel Weisz just randomly looks at the guy who's just sitting in a bathtub, and it's never explained.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's
a
also
funny visual gag.
a nice gag there. I kind of like that.
That's a good gag.
Also, wait, I don't feel like this movie was set in 1933. You could have told me like it was pretty much any other century. Well, no, I guess not modern days, but it did not feel like very old. Also because of the
No.
hot air balloon and like the turbo boosters and the double-decker buses.
It's very strange.
It's a period piece, or it should be a period piece, but it does not
Yeah, but it's
feel
not
like
really.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I think a lot of the things that makes Indiana Jones work is like this very historical connection to the time period. I'm not saying there should be Nazis in this movie, but it would have helped.
Mm-hmm.
Like more villains, guys. More
Or
villains.
have the British colonialist be like the main villains instead of like magic mummies.
That's true.
And his League of Evil people,
The Mummy
Yeah.
returns.
and
The
the
Mummy
Curator.
But what if they were
Mummy
all,
has returned.
What if they were all made of Lego? And it was actually a documentary about Pharrell Williams.
I want to see that. I want to see
We
brick
watched
by brick.
We watched
We
Brick by
watched
Brick.
it.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
It's an interesting movie, Jasper. I would
yeah,
say.
it seems very odd.
Martin
like-
Luther King turns up.
Kendrick
He's
Lamar
in
turns
it.
up. Pusha T has like a sad subplot in it.
Pusha T is very relevant to
He
the
gets his
movie.
own plot.
I only think
Yeah.
of Pusha T. I really like what's the album that Kanye produced?
I don't know, man.
Can you remember that, Jasper?
What
fuck is that album
Is it the
called?
one? No. Is it
I can
NERD
try and
or is
find
it
out.
Well?
Pusha T album. No.
It's Pusha-
It's the Pusha T
I
album.
don't know.
Daytona's very good. His new album is also pretty good. But I always think of him as the guy who sells crack and the guy who said who roasted Drake. So it's very strange to see him be like, yeah, I was very sad. I had no career. Then Pharrell helped me. Very strange movie.
Yeah, it is a very interesting movie. It works surprisingly well. I would
Surprisingly.
say.
Yeah.
And that is our review of Brick by Brick. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for
We're gonna
listening to
we're gonna go
Piece by Piece review.
I mean, yeah. Rock on
We're
rock.
gonna watch the other Lego movies. Listen next time to the Lego podcast.
Wow.
We're gonna be talking about Lego Batman.
No. We're gonna talk about all the
Batman too.
Bionicle movies. We're gonna do Bionicle.
I love Bionicles. I had a lot of them as a kid. I love them.
You're such a
Who cares
nerd.
for them?
We stopped the rating system. We still gotta give the Rock a rating here. I'm just
We're
saying
gonna have to give
the Mummy Returns has a 3.5.
rating?
It's
Yeah.
the same rating as we gave the SNL episode. Just saying.
Very critical.
I raised you guys lowered. Okay, I'm the optimist now.
Okay, so what will you rate The Rock in this movie?
I don't really know how to rate him. He's not.
It's
Okay,
the movie.
the first scene, he's all right. I'll give him like a 5, sure.
I'm also
He
just
does
on
what
a
he's
5.
supposed.
I'll
And
give
then
him a
as the
5.
Scorpion King, a 3.
So
maybe?
you're
I
landing
think
on a
I'm fair.
4? Are you landing on a 4? I'm on a 5. It's like a whatever performance. He doesn't do anything bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything good. It's fine.
Maybe 4.5, 5. Yeah.
You want to give him a 5 as well? Casper, what are you
Yeah.
giving?
I think I'm giving him a 5. It's he
Wow.
doesn't have any time to do anything.
No.
No. There.
He does the look. He does the Rock look. I kind of like that. I got
Yeah.
what I wanted out of him. He beats people up.
I think he has an interesting look in the film. Like, he is an interesting person to look at on screen. Like, in the
Mhm.
beginning. I know.
Wow, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
No. But that's kind of the, like, think about all the other characters in this film. Like, the God character. He's just a guy. Like, The Rock, even though he has no lines in English, you're still like, okay. He has a face. He has something, you know?
Yeah,
He
he
has
has hair
face.
too.
He has an interesting face. Just an interesting
Mhm.
look. So I get why people were like, let's give him a leading main role. I think the producers said that. They watched the dailies he was in, and they were like, he's the guy. And then they started producing the what's it called? The
What
Scorpion.
insane producer
Yeah.
is on this movie and was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that guy,
Look,
I want him back.
yeah.
What could he have done in 2 days to impress them so much?
Big muscles.
We've seen the movie. We've seen what he did.
We'll find out in the Scorpion King what the man can do.
Ooh.
Ta-da.
We have one last thing we gotta do. We gotta talk about what epic Rock moment happened here. What's the epic Rock moment?
Do we all have to do different ones, or can we talk about the?
I think we should just
all have to
be
share?
open and then agree on one.
It's an open forum.
It's an open forum. I like the smirk he does when he comes in as a Scorpion King.
I feel like that's the most iconic moment, at least. Yeah.
It is the most epic.
I think I'm inclined to agree. It is the most epic moment.
Casper, you disagree. I can feel it.
No, I like that moment too, but I also like the moment, when Emotel is just like, yeah, I'm your servant,
That's
and The Rock is like,
true.
we'll see. He doesn't even believe it. He's just like, we'll see. And
He
then
just walks off. He doesn't even acknowledge it, pretty much.
I think
So,
I like that one
that's
more,
the moment.
actually. What are we going to call it? The dismissal of Imhotep?
yeah. Him just being like, we'll see if that's true.
Okay, Jasper, are you in the document? Can you see if I spell it right?
The Google Doc
Yeah,
document.
I wrote over on this episode. I don't think I've spelled it right. That looks wrong. Give me 1 sec. Imhotep.
Dismissal of Imhotep.
I think we pronounced it wrong
remove
the whole
H.
episode.
Have
yeah,
we?
Yeah, you said Imhotel.
I don't
Imhotep.
know. I've said a lot of
You-
things.
Casper keeps saying Imhotel, but it's Imhotep.
Let me see. Imhotep.
I don't know. I just watched the
Eyes.
movie, guys.
There we go.
Is IMH?
I found the
Okay,
spelling. There was an H in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. I think that's
Right.
I think that's it. Any final thoughts on the first movie with The Rock? Let me check the document.
Not really, but I wanted to continue a tradition of talking about Aquaman. My last in my last little minutes. So I got this Aquaman Lego figure.
Oh, fuck?
Which I
Why does it
wanted-
look like that?
It's Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
No, what
You
the
know, and it's a great movie.
Why
Released-
is it not like a normal figure? What is this?
I don't know, man. You're asking too many questions about this
Oh, sorry,
Aquaman
Jason.
figure.
Sorry, Jason.
But he's released on the 26th of December, and that was my final thoughts on the Rock movie.
Wow.
Wow.
Thrilling.
Casper, do you know what we're going to talk about next week? And not
No.
next week, next episode.
No.
Okay, can you talk about it, Jasper? Say the name.
I can definitely talk about it and not look it up right now. Just give me 1 second. It's Long Shot.
Long Shot.
We're going to be talking about Long Shot, directed by Lionel C. Martin. It's on YouTube. Yeah. It released on... now, the rest of this info we'll say next episode, I guess.
I think
Yeah.
I think that will be one of
Yeah.
our best episodes because I've heard it's a very bad movie, but there's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
backstory
All of
about
them
it.
have been bad. So long.
I think there's
so
a lot of
far.
interesting backstory to this one. So, Jasper, do you wanna?
The Smashing Machine. Benny Safdie directed that?
Yeah, but it's not out
What?
yet. It's coming out
Okay.
next year. All right.
Anyway, what you want to say? Sorry.
You want to play some sound effects before we say goodbye?
Yeah, sure. Which one do you guys want?
Whatever you want, baby.
I mean, I only got like 5 options. I'll do like a duck.
Like the duck. Yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
For next episode, I'll get more sound.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.